Hey everybody, welcome to Kerry McElroy Fitness, and I've got 10-minute shoulders and biceps for you today. You know, I always like to make it as quick as I can. People don't have a lot of time, but this combination is really, you're going to feel this over 10 minutes. I've done it before for 10 rounds of 10 repetitions of 4 different exercises, but you can take it as short or as long as you want. You can go 15 rounds, hey, you're feeling really good, or you could do 5 rounds, maybe 3 rounds. But the beauty of this combination of 4 basic exercises is that you take it a little bit longer. So I'm going to recommend at least 7. Let's see if we can get it done in 10 minutes. So what am I going to use? Well, it's pretty simply, I've got a bar. So we're going to do some upright rows. But if you don't have a bar, you can use dumbbells at home. So I've also got some light to medium dumbbells, and I'm also going to do a round with bands too, just to show you that you don't necessarily have to have any types of strength implements, particularly, things that we think like dumbbells, plates, what have you. You can just use, basic bands. Okay, are you up for it? Okay, so here's the round. It's going to be upright rows, front raises, rear delt, so we get all the heads of the shoulder, and then we're going to add some biceps at the end. We're going to do everything for a round of 10. Sound good? We'll see how far we can get in 10 minutes. So I'm going to grab my bar. My hands are just about maybe slightly wider than hips, just kind of maybe slightly wider than my shoulder base too. Can you see that? You can do this kneeling. I'm going to do it standing. I think it's a little bit easier. So I'm going to roll my shoulders up, back, and down, and always create space right here. Space in the core area, because if you're down like this, you're going to hurt yourself. The upright row I love because it's a nice elbow drive. And look at my wrists, nice and flat. I'll give you the side view in a minute. A lot of people tend to roll their wrists. Here's the side view. So just drive up with the elbows and stand up nice and tall. And the big key here is that you don't need to, I'm almost on 10, you don't need to bring the bar too high. See people doing this all the time and hurting themselves. Really, as long as you can feel your traps engage, there's 10, and your traps are right here. As long as you can feel your traps engage, that's all you need, okay? Front raises, so you can do them together, same position. Dumbbells or implements, whatever you have in front of you, create some space right here in the core. That means from kind of underneath the chest right to like the belly button. And we're going to drop the shoulders and just come on out. And look where I've got the implements, a little bit lower than the shoulder base. Now, if that's too much on your neck, try one at a time. Okay, or go lighter. So front raises, look how nice and straight my arm is. Here's the side view. So again, I'm nice and tall, but my shoulders are low. So you're working the front of the shoulders here. Here we are. Okay, look at my neck, nice and relaxed. Okay, the shoulders. So we roll the shoulders up, back, and down, create space. We tip forward. I've got my feet nice and close together, tipping forward, roll the shoulders back. I have a nice flat back. I'm going to bring the implements out in front of me just a little bit so I can see them in my peripheral vision. Here's the side view. Okay, so you've got to bend forward on this though. It's not a side raise. It's a rear delt raise. So if you don't bend forward, you're not going to feel the rear of the shoulders. Okay, so here it is. Thinking we're probably almost to 10, right? I'm bending forward, almost to 10. And everybody knows how to do a basic bicep curl, right? So let's add the biceps. We got to get 10. Boom. We're already at minute 4, so I probably won't get 7 rounds of this, or 8 rounds of this, or 10 rounds of this, whatever you want to do. But you can go on. I just want to cover a couple of things here. All right, awesome. Take a little bit of a break if you need it. Otherwise, we go right into the upright rows. Look at, I'm not going really high here, right? My bar is just coming right up underneath my chest. I can feel my traps engage, my upper shoulders. I lead with the elbows. That's the key here. And I'm not rounding my wrist. Keep your wrist nice, neutral wrist, nice and flat. The drive comes from the elbows, okay? And it's not this. Keep the shoulders low. Drive the elbows. Front raises. Again, create space. Roll the shoulders up, back, and down. Feel the front of the shoulders engaging. Here's the side view. Okay? And if it's too much, one at a time is just as good. I'm not way up here, right? I'm right here, feeling the front of the shoulder engage. And you've got to stay strong to the core. Beautiful. Here's the last one, biceps, come on. Oh, wait a minute, I forgot rear delts. All right, we'll do them in a minute. Doesn't really matter which order you do them in. You're gonna feel it. Honestly, it really doesn't. Just make sure you get the whole shoulder combination in. Woo! Right? Now look it, I'm curling and I'm making sure that my elbow is right underneath my shoulder, okay? I'm not swinging. I'm coming on up and stopping and holding so that you can feel the bicep. All right, let's roll up. Let's get the rear delt in. So we're bending forward, but I've got a nice flat back and my head's not down. I'm kind of looking, just keeping my neck in line. We call this a nice neutral neck. So I bend forward, but I keep a nice flat back. My hips are out behind me, and I've got to lean forward to feel the rear delts. Now I'm not going too high. Once again, my hand placement with the weights is right underneath my shoulder base right here, right? So it's not too high. Maybe bend the shoulders just a little bit. Bend the elbows just a little bit. There we go. All right, in case you don't have a bar at home, I'm going to bring in some flat bands, the Ignite bands. Pretty simple. So I'm going to stand. We can do everything with these. I'm going to stand on my medium band and do my upright rows. So here we go. I've got both feet on my band. I'm leading with my elbows. I'm going to do my round of 10. And you're going to feel that just as much. Now, if you feel that you need to be a little bit, you need more resistance on your band, most of you know that even within the medium or light or heavy band, you can adjust by using 1 foot, 2 feet, holding the band lower. There's all kinds of ways to adjust even within, the resistance of the band itself. Okay, almost done here. Do front raises, because front raises are great, and everything we do, right, is reaching forward using those anterior delts. So you don't want to hurt yourself, because man, any of you know that have ever hurt your shoulder, you can barely even open a jar, write your name. Who writes anymore? We type everything, right? I know, but let's say we were back in 1998 and we were actually writing, right? You know what I mean. So you don't ever want to hurt your shoulders, just want to make them stronger. The other thing that comes in if we kind of strain our shoulders, it's our neck. So be very careful to roll the shoulders up, back, and down. Relax them in every single one of these moves. So here I go. The front raise can be difficult, and it can also be taxing if done wrong. So I'm going to go one at a time here. I've got both feet on the band, and I'm going to lift again. Look at my palms facing downward. I can really feel that front of the shoulder. So look at this. I don't even need dumbbells, right? Here we go. So again, you can do doubles for 10, or you can do singles. Now we're on to the third round here. I'm going to just kind of scoot around here. We're going to do rear delts with the same light band. I'm going to use both feet on the band, roll the shoulders up, back, and down. I'm going to grab it a little bit lower because I'm bending forward, so I want to have a little bit of resistance here, but I think the heavy band is too much for me. So I'm here, and again, I'm lifting. This time I'm going to have my palms facing behind me, the wall behind me, and my thumbs are facing down. So here's what it looks like. I'll come around so you can see me. So my palms are toward the wall behind me, and my thumbs are facing down. And we're doing our rear delts. Okay? All right, last one. I'm going to have both of these, and we're going to do our bicep curls. Both feet on my band, and once again, one at a time, doubles. Oh my gosh, I'm coming up on 10 minutes. You got to give me some time though, because I had to give you a little explanation. Oh my God. All right, so there's 3 rounds. We did them with dumbbells, we did them with bands, but you had a nice shoulder combination with 3 things. Again, upright rows, front raises, rear delts, and we added biceps, just the heck of it, to get our whole arms in. So that was 3 sets in just about 10 minutes. So what can you do if you had 15 or 20? Probably about 7 or 8 sets. Keep going. Give yourself a little time to recover in between each round of the 4 exercises. Let me know if you're liking these workouts. I see lots of people liking and subscribing, so please continue to share them with your friends. And thanks for watching. It's Kerry McElroy Fitness, shoulder combination and biceps. Have a good one.